Once again, we're back. I'm a little tipsy. Don't pay me no attention. I'm Horace, the Jamaican stallion. That is Tanya, the terrific one. And we had got a question by a friend of Tanya's here that I wanted to address. And what was the question about again?
Um,
Wasn't it about
it was about
why do black men
why do black men like
exploit?
talk so badly about their women? There's like basically it was saying that black men are like the worst when
Yeah.
when it comes to talking bad about black women.
Okay, let me just start.
Can I go first?
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because I never go first.
All right, go ahead. Shit.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm about to get that.
Alrighty. Well, I think that in regards to black men talking down to black women, I think it's basically the perception of, rappers calling, us out of our name. Personally, I don't like to be talked down to, but I think that I think certain cultures are accustomed to harsher tones and harsher words than other cultures. So from the outside looking in, they could be overhearing what sounds like a pretty harsh conversation between a man and a woman, and it could be not as harsh as what it sounded like. I also think that just because you call me, out of my name, I would much rather. I think different races, they do it differently. So the disrespect that other races may show their women, they make 70 cents on the dollar that a man makes, that type of stuff. So what? They're not calling them a bitch to their face, but they're only giving them 70 cents for the same job that a man does. You know what I'm saying?
I completely don't agree with you. I think this is another attempt for America to blackball black Americans and black people again. Once again, let me tell you why. Any way that someone can make us black people look like we dislike each other or we're the scum of the earth, politics and government will always make us seem like we're the worst of the worst. Where we're not, because other race does the same thing, but they don't exploit it the way they exploit us because we don't have any power to not show exploitation. I'm guaranteed if it was like say a Jewish culture that does the same thing, they'll find a way not to let this stuff be broadcasted on TV.
They're
Or
actually pretty respectful to their money.
well, you don't know that, Tanya. You're not Jewish. You're not there all the time seeing what's going on, so you can't say that. You see that you're doing the same thing that this person doing.
I'm not, but because I've read books about Jewish people, I've had Jewish friends,
Listen.
And they are pretty respectful.
See, that's what I'm.
The whole religion
Okay,
is based
but
on
let me
respect.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Say your Jewish friend is at your home and they see me and you talking or whatever. But I'm a rapper. They don't know this. But when they see me and you talking, they're like, oh, this guy's such a nice, great guy. You get what I'm saying? They go by what you see,
Yeah.
but not what you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like you just can't say like, oh.
I'm not saying all Jewish. I'm just saying
But you did.
But I think in general, I do think they're pretty respectful to their.
You're
women.
doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing.
It's based on
Am
stuff
I
I've
respectful
read.
to you?
Yes.
Okay, well guess what? I'm black. But that's what I'm trying to say. So you can't say they, because then you're generalizing again. You can't say that because you're doing the same thing that they're doing. Everyone exploit everyone when it's necessary as far as making profit or try to make someone look a certain way.
Okay.
Because you have sex slaves going on in the Europe part of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, why did I exploit that? Because it's making profit. When blacks are making profit, it's a problem. That's all it comes down to. It all comes down to these people are bad, these people are that, these people are bad. They make money as football players. They make money as basketball players. Drug charge. Oh no, you know what? He's a good player. We got to get him back in. You're a good player. Exploit. No, you're making us money. It's about money. Are they helping us? You get what I'm saying? So that's what the media, that's what the government always want to exploit blacks. And for blacks just not to understand what's going on, that's why some music back in the day, when it was like the backpacking music, where they wasn't talking about the bitches and the hoes and it was just good rhymes and lyrics. That was great. But when the guns and gangster rap, you know who paid to actually get that stuff on the radio? the rich white record labels. They could easily say, "Oh no way." They could easily say, "Oh no way, we're not going to play that." Did they? They let it play because it sells records. So it's not about exploitation of our own people. It's them exploiting us, making us look bad. When they do the exact same thing but behind closed doors and in through secrecy.
It's not really behind closed doors,
It is behind closed doors because we just like you said, Jewish people don't know.
I mean, I've never.
Because you're not going to see it. It's
I've never
not
seen it.
exactly my point. You're not exactly my point.
I'm missing it.
Huh?
I'm missing the point.
The point is, what I'm saying is that if the government or a certain group of people want to make a person look a certain way, they will show it constantly. When they show blacks, they all show a black male running down the street. Black male this, black male this, black woman that, black. You get what I'm saying?
So they're gonna shoot out propaganda that
Correct.
and shape your opinion based on what they want.
Correct. When a black person does something good, very rarely hear about it, and it happens all the time. It's not just, it's not about black. It's about people doing good, people doing bad. You have white people doing negative stuff all the time. You have black people doing negative stuff all the time. People, environment, the way you act through your environment. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when people just like generalize. I never generalize people. I never do. I never generalize a person because, oh, Jewish or Chinese this, or blacks this, or Jamaican this. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but based on what I've seen.
But that's what I'm saying. But you're still generalizing.
Because you're saying that what I've seen has been planted.
Correct. And that's what works. The planting is radio, is TV, is media, is government. Yeah. If you don't watch TV, you don't know a lot of shit that's going on in the world. How you gonna know?
If you don't watch TV, I mean, if you
don't watch radio, if you listen to radio, watch TV, social media.
If you have internet, then you can know what's going on.
If you don't watch any media, any internet, any radio, you just go by living out day through day experiences.
Wherever you are.
Correct. You get what I'm saying? Because you have more ways to get information to you that they want you to actually see. When you watch Judge Mathis, when you watch certain shows, you'll see specific commercials come on specific shows. It's
ratchet.
Exactly. Why? You know why? Because information they feed to what you want to do.
People that are watching the show at that time, they don't have jobs.
Correct.
It's
all planned.
Trying to ingrain that if you don't get this education from whatever college.
Correct. That's my point. People can instill certain things in you what they want you to believe. You can program. They can program you easily. That's why you got to look beyond that. So when people say, "Oh, why a black man or what black people treat a woman the same like this way," you're generalizing because that's what they implanted in your head, which is not true. It's not black men, it's people.
People.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can easily like not play this or not do that.
I didn't like it, and I didn't agree with it.
No, it's not true.
Yeah, I really
and you're a part of that because you said that these Jewish people are nice.
Well, I in my experience. I've never seen a Jewish man disrespect a Jewish woman.
You cannot say Jewish people.
I can only go based on my experience.
But you still can't say Jewish people. You said, but you can say Jewish people from what I encountered.
Oh.
That's the thing. You just can't say, generalize Jewish people. You just can't say.
Jewish people from what I've encountered.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? Because you can say all Jamaicans are dogs. All the ones you met. But now you can't say all Jamaicans are dogs.
That's not true. I haven't met any dogs that are Jamaicans.
Okay. Okay, but what I'm saying is, I just don't like generalization, man. I'm not a person that look at color, creed, and beliefs and just like put them in the category. And everybody that does that, they're small-minded and they just see things in one way and don't look at the bigger picture. You easily can get programmed.
Again, sometimes the bigger picture is just a little too scary, you know.
But you know what? You can't be. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with being afraid because one thing I always said about being afraid, you pay more attention. You get what I'm saying? But you're not, huh?
You hope.
Hope about what?
You hope you pay more attention.
No, I pay more attention. Big time. Think about it.
I do too.
Naturally, the natural human body does that. When you're back against the wall, you're looking at everything around you. You're trying to figure out you pay more attention.
Yeah.
You go,
right, when you're living in the clouds.
Exactly.
Somebody could head knock you.
Exactly. But I'm not saying as far as the act of showing that you're scared.
Right.
But let's be more aware. That's what most people need to do. They need to be more aware of what's really going on. You can figure out a lot of things in life if you just actually pay more attention. Rather just not like believe the masses of, okay, that's what that is. That's what that is. And that's simple-minded people. You get what I'm saying? And I really don't like that because it's like you're not looking at the bigger picture. You can just see a lot of good things in certain things, man, if you just pay more attention.
So you're saying that meme that, was sent to me, it shaped a lot of opinions
Of course.
without any, just that meme, just that little blip right there shaped a bunch of, black men take.
And I'm sure it got a lot of likes, right? Comments about it. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Simple-minded people, man. I'm sure some people that don't believe in that because they actually can see a bigger picture and understand what's going on. But a lot of people, the general masses, don't really believe or do believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have the other races yeah, that's right. Yeah, y'all are terrible. You get what I'm saying? And it's it make you even a little worse, man. Black people, I'm not even going to say, oh, we need to stick with each other and build each other up because we still not getting it.
You just need to pay attention.
We still not getting it. We don't understand that we're one of the most powerful races, in my opinion. See, I'm not generalizing again.
Right.
I think we're one of the most powerful races in the world, but it's control manipulation to keep us a certain way that we just don't understand that we can make everyone happy, not just control everything or make everyone just happy. But that's not how the world works. The world works when someone is dominated one,
right.
another one's dominated with another.
Everyone cannot be happy.
Exactly, you cannot be happy. If one person get a nuclear bomb, shit, I gotta get a nuclear bomb too.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's just how it works.
Because so and so has more money than such and such, and they want to keep it like that.
Exactly. So
I'm not gonna be happy with less when I used to be the one on top.
Correct.
So if I gotta fall so that y'all can have it, that's called socialism. I don't want that.
Exactly. But to the people that wrote that meme, I just want you to just look at a bigger picture now and try to understand that generalization is easily avoided. When you actually can think on your own and actually see a bigger picture and not just generalize and say, that's what it is.
Pretty passionate tonight.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. I've always, anytime me and Steve talked about generalizing black people, I don't like it because I love my black people. I love everybody, but I really love my black people because I get us. Not everybody can get your own culture because you're not part of it. But when you get your own culture and know what we bring to the table, it's I'm passionate about it because I don't like us getting beat down when I know that we're such great people, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Yeah, so let's stop with the damn memes and get it together. And I don't want to hear no more negative stuff about us black people. All right. Once again, we're gonna cash out. I'm Horace, the horrific one. I know it's not good.
Horrific?
Yeah, I'm feeling horrific right now. And this is Tanya, Too Good to Be True. Once again, people, we love you. Thanks for watching. Please like and comment on the video. And we'll be back hopefully next week with some more topics. And send some topics in on inyachest@gmail.com. That's INYACHEST. Have a good night and take care.
Good night.
Good night, Mother Africa.
You're from Jamaica.
Hey, originally, ancestors from Africa, man.